Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigler here, and welcome back to our video. So in this one, we're going to take a look at a video from Devo Dorello, and it's going to be 15 one-shots with no repeating characters in soul rates. A bit of a disclaimer, as you might see on screen, those are going to be two very strong pay-to-win artifacts, so if that bothers you in any way, you're free to click off the video. But yeah, a lot of teams are going to use Beta Club and the Amulet. And a bit onto the amulet as we get into this video. The amulet is an artifact that basically allows you to have Raven on any character in the game. I think it's a bit weaker than Raven, but it works kind of the same way. You use a special one, look, he did a special one, and the enemy is gonna get a stack of incoming damage. Now using another special one, it's gonna add another stack of incoming damage, and it's gonna refresh the duration of the previous one. Though the more stacks you have, the lower the duration is gonna be. So it's kind of a more high risk type of thing. And the first sim is gonna be Peacemaker, it seems, with Hawkman and Horrific Scarecrow, I guess, because why not? Like, Horrific Scarecrow is not really doing anything for this sim, and that's Hawkman dealing 100 mil damage straight up because of the Peace Shield being very strong and the Beta Club and all the damage against targets. And this is gonna be a rather quick one-shot. This was to be expected, to be fair, but there's gonna be a lot of unexpected teams here. Is max quality, by the way? Yes, it is. Okay, that's team number one. Again, the goal is to not repeat heroes here. Again, the exact same artifacts as the previous fights. Gonna be Girl Still Supergirl. Oh, with Flash and Cyborg. I mean, not sure how necessary it was to specifically use Flash since the damage is gonna come from Beta Club, and Cyborg could have probably done the same thing, but at the same time, when you use so many teams, you're gonna eventually run out of support characters, I guess. Okay, so this is a pretty good representation of my problems with Girl Still Supergirl. It's kind of all her specials put her in an awkward spot where you can't really move into combo interrupting the enemy. Okay, that worked a bit better for him. But there's gonna be 3 stacks from the amulet, moving into a 4th one. Five stacks. And Flash is dealing some decent dot values, but a lot of those teams are kind of barely gonna one-shot. Bro, out of all the sounds you could have put whenever the enemy hits you, why did it have to be the Roblox oof? Yeah, we're gonna see here a lot of the Roblox oof. But yeah, that's 42 mil already. Getting another stack. But yeah, basically this is about finding as many teams that have somewhat of a... Oh, that was a close reset. Somewhat of a damage buff. They have somewhat of a damage buff. For some of them, it's gonna be a good enough damage buff to be enough to pair with Beta Club and this thing. And one shot, some of them are gonna need a little bit of help. The Justice team needs a little bit of help, probably. But still, it's gonna be a one shot with a lot of time left. Okay, that's 2 billion from the Just League team with Beta Club and Amulet. Amulet is just crazy. It's probably the best artifact in the game for soul raids. Okay, the exact same setup here. It's gonna be Constantine and Zatanna. And Something too. First up, keeping Constantine in the fight for a bit because Constantine generates power a lot faster than the other characters. Zatanna gonna move in for a 3rd special. To apply some burning. Our special 2. Should put a curse mark on the enemy so that Constantine also applies burning with basics, but it's not even that relevant. Okay, 5 stacks. The jump attack. And Zatanna needs to attack straight back in. It's gonna be a lot riskier than the Raven Darkness. When you're keeping at 5 stacks, you're gonna need to reset that extremely often. Yeah, if you tag in the wrong way, you're probably not gonna reset it, because if the enemy gets off a special animation, you're gonna be done for. So it takes some skill, even though it's gonna be full paid with artifacts here. And the combination of the two strongest artifacts in the game, that's, unless you get crazy luck, you're probably gonna have to spend some money to gamble for. It's actually requires some skill, because you can very easily lose that tax. Looks like he's also doing 2 specials per tag-in with Zatanna, and probably with a lot more characters that we're gonna see in this video, because first one is to not lose the stacks, and the second one is so the stacks are fresh when you tag out. Constantine back in. That jump attack did not crit, sadly, but no time to try and crit again, because you need to tag out to reset those amulet stacks. Okay, another third special. Yeah, there we go. Another one-shot. Keep in mind, he's not gonna be repeating any characters in 15 fights. Yet again, the same artifact setup here. Gonna be Blue Beetle with Arkham Knight Batman. Okay, so Arkham Knight Batman, I don't think does absolutely anything for Blue Beetle. I mean, he gives him a bit of health and a bit of defense. But other than that, he doesn't do anything for Blue Beetle, rather than just be a convenient setup for this. In our special 2, Blue Beetle in. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, swipe right, 1, 2, 3, swipe right. Yeah, he crafted the combo using the Arkham Knight Batman special 2 to the point where it locks the enemy into a permanent infinite combo. So the enemy is not able to do anything throughout this entire fight, probably. He's gonna have to switch the combo as he gets more amulet stacks, because he's not gonna be able to do that many hits. So swipe right, tap 3 times, swipe right. Tap 3 times, tap 3 times again. Oh, that amulet lasted for a lot longer than I thought it was gonna. A jump attack there. 3 hits again. And then back in with the special 2. Jump attack. 3 hits again. You don't want to reset with the swipe, because the jump attack is gonna be your highest damaging type of attack that can trigger Beta Club. That's why he's doing just 3 hits, and then he's doing a nice mid combo tag in there. You deny the super move and get the perfect timing, basically. You want to stay with Blue Beetle as little as possible, because as we saw with the Zatanna fights, if you're gonna stay a lot in the fight, you're gonna need to do a special one as fast as possible to reset, and then another one. With this one, he's gonna attack when he's got a fairly decent duration on the amulet. So he can do a few hits with Arkham Knight Batman before needing to reset. So that's way he doesn't have to do 2 special 2s. But that's a Blue Beetle one-shot. Let's move on to the next one. Again, the exact same setup. It's gonna be Manta with Beta Club and Amulet with somebody with Amulet, I think. Black Adam. You're also gonna get some percentage shell damage from that one. And yeah, with this setup, it's not really anything that can do this. But anything that has something, some little thing that kind of recommends them towards being a damage dealer can probably do this. For a moment I was like, why is Manta not applying the Beta Club? But that's not Beta Club, that's the debuffs you see up there are gonna be from Manta's passive. Oh boy, this is so inconvenient because he can't see the goddamn amulet stacks. I guess if he was to fight this fight again, he would. Though you can't. I guess you can do a special duo or a special one before applying the defense reduction. The thing is, a lot of the debuffs are gonna get applied before the amulet gets applied by default. So he needs to be very careful here to not lose it. So he's doing 2 special 2s per tag-in. Also, Manta damage is gonna be something you need to be careful to not lose. So that's a 7-star Manta. It's gonna be fine. And yeah, that's gonna be a clean one-shot. Not sure how necessary classic Wonder Woman was, because he had plenty of time, but maybe it was more than I'm thinking it was. Okay, that's gonna be... Is that Fury of the Gods Shazam? Yes, it is. Yes, it is, because he looks worse than the gold Shazam. Okay, so here we have Grodd. Grodd is there most likely, yeah, for power generation, because he put lethal chance on Shazam, so that Shazam generates power. And he's gonna have Grodd there helping him out with that, because now Shazam generates power on lethals. And what he's gonna try and do is get all the damage buff from Shazam before doing anything else. Bro, Shazam is such a terrible character. Like, he's just King of Clan Aquaman, but a lot worse. But he's got a damage buff. So yeah, I think this is probably the bare minimum necessary that we're gonna see for this combo to work. Because in this team, there's absolutely nothing he's getting but 500 or 600% damage buff. I don't remember exactly how much. I think it's 600% damage buff, and looks like that's probably gonna be enough to kill this man, since this wasn't the video. But yeah, really struggling to get that buff on Shazam. Bro, honestly, just call it 14 one-shots and cut this fight out. I would do that rather than play Fury of the Gods Shazam. But yeah, now that's gonna be Silver Batman doing the special twos. Just as previously done with Arkham Knight Batman. It's just very convenient setup here. Especially since you're using Fury of the Gods Shazam. And it's gonna be the same combo as he did with Blue Beetle. Yeah, this is... If you go past the stacking that happened in the first minute, other than that, it's exactly the Blue Beetle fight. Tag and jump attack, and then 3 hits, 3 more hits, and then mid-combo tagging to reset that amulet stack. Jump attack, 3 hits again. So yeah, that's honestly a pretty low bar. 500% damage being the lowest requirement for this to work. So yet again, not all characters have it, obviously. Oh boy, he got crazy unlucky with the crits there. Like, nah, I'm out. Let's just reset that. I think this was the closest one we saw so far. And yeah, Grodd was really necessary, because if he took crazy long to get the Shazam stacks, he would not have killed here. But yeah, that's another one-shot. Okay, now it's King's turn. And King is kind of the exact same team as Shazam. Oh, we got my boy Silver Green Lantern. Yeah, you really need just 500% damage to make this work. So I'm guessing that Shazam is gonna... not Shazam, Green Lantern is gonna be here for convenience purposes, because he might try to chain combos from this special too. Oh, unlucky there that you got blocked. It's getting the King stacks done. Oh, unhittable. That class ascension really hitting there. Our special 2. And he got hit there again. Thankfully not special 2, no big deal. Okay, special 2. That's not a guarantee thing. It's gonna work most of the times, but it's not guaranteed that you're gonna be able to chain combo every single time after it. Honestly, you don't even need to, because you could combo and drop this man. But hey, if it works most of the time, then it's convenience. But then you get into those situations where you leave the enemy an opening to use a special 2. I guess he could have just blocked after his special 2. Okay, that swiped down the decent amount of... Oh, 50 mil! That's not bad, that's actually not bad. That's on the level of what Grodd Brainiac can do with this amount of passive stats. That's actually crazy. The artifact, the amulet artifact is insane. Probably gonna gamble for it myself whenever the artifacts come back. out of which this is a part of. I don't exactly remember from which story that is, to be fair. Okay, another special too. Oh, I think it's from the most recent one, the Mortal Kombat one. I think it's called Realm Clash. Oh, he lost them. But it's fine. The enemy barely has enough health. And yeah, there's another one-shots. I mean, low Green Lantern is here for just for the flex points. He could have used plenty of other things here. Oh, who would have guessed? It's gonna be the same artifacts, and Gold Shazam is here again for convenience purposes, because what I'm guessing he's gonna do the chain from a special one. And there's gonna be Raiden, which has 500% damage buff. Yeah, the chain from the special one, that's what's happening here. The teammate that you're gonna see in this whole video that you saw so far, because I think we're more than halfway through it, it's gonna be Convenience. Raiden there, getting some hits. Oh boy, that's... Raiden is so much better than Shazam working at this thing specifically, because he's gonna start off with the damage buff. Don't need to stack it. Beta Club also helps because it slows the enemy power generation. Gonna get a reset on that debuff. And mid combo tag in there. Okay, that was 1 minute and 40 seconds left. A lot better than both King and Shazam. Okay, who would have guessed the exact same artifacts? That's gonna be Robin King. Also, I talked to Dev on Discord, and what he said is that, I mean, Battle Collapse is obviously not that necessary in this fight specifically. You can use plenty of other things. But if you have like a Star Ascended Batman Collapse, you can probably get another one-shot. You can get a 16th one-shot. But right now it's gonna be Batman Collapse with Robin King. Robin King is gonna get the lethal damage from Brainiac. Then he's gonna get the... Oh, that's a class ascended Brainiac, by the way. The power still kicks in nicely. Gonna get the crit damage from there. He's gonna get the crit chance from his own passive, and it's gonna be all good. Wait, is there amulet on this fight? Because I didn't pay too much attention. Oh yeah, it's Beta Club on Batman Collapse. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, it's Beta Club on Batman Collapse. In the amulet on Robin King. Yeah, that makes sense. Though you don't really need this, because you can put Beta Club on Robin King and have like a third character in there and probably still one-shot with the setup, and as he said, keep Batman Collapse for another fight. But for that you need Battle Collapse to be a lot stronger than his Battle Collapse. And yeah, that's another one-shot. So far we have not seen one team that doesn't use the artifact combo. So we're probably gonna get into that. Or not. Yeah, there had to be a Batman Ninja team, of course. Gonna have Robin, he's gonna have Beta Club and Batman Ninja Catwoman. And Lord Joker, I guess he's holding the amulet. Gonna apply that with Special 2. This is probably gonna be the more inconvenient ones, as the Special 2 of Lord Joker is gonna be a bit of a long animation. But yeah, it's gonna be lethal damage plus damage against target, which is yeah, gonna turn out as well as you'd expect. Bro, it's so good to react to videos because I can pet the cat that's sitting in my lap. Okay, getting 4 stacks. Bro, at this point it was more convenient to him to stay at lower stacks, so he had to reset not that soon. Yeah, this was by far the strongest one, or the one that required the least setup to get everything accomplished. Those one-shots, most of them, we had some of them that were closer, but most of them are not even close. So Beta Club, Puppets, and Trigon Staff. Bro, he's just flexing at this point. Because he could have put the amulet. Though, he could have put the amulet on Deathstroke, though Puppet might be more convenient. Because you might want to have the blinds whenever you're using Mr. Freeze here. You might definitely want to have the blinds. Because it can get pretty inconvenient for Mr. Freeze to tag in there and get the enemy frozen without blinds. So yeah, it might be for convenience purposes. But there we go, we don't have amulet in this one, though there's still Beta Club. Mr. Freeze jump attack, now special 2. And back to stacking puppets. I think this might be one of the closer one-shots. Mr. Freeze seems to be capping at 32 mil. And I wonder, wouldn't the special 1 be a bit faster on Deathstroke? Because obviously do special 2 at the start to get a percentage hull damage, but when you're past that point, special 1 might be faster, though it might knock the enemy down on an inconvenient way, who knows. As long as it works, is good. That's the perfect way you want to tag in with Mr. Freeze. You want to tag in on the frozen targets, that then gets unfrozen and frozen back in during the support character tag, and I was doing that with Zatanna. But yeah, that's literally the perfect scenario for Mr. Freeze. Okay, and yeah, that's probably gonna be it for this fight. There's still more fights, at least 3 of them, I think. But yeah, this took a lot longer than most teams. Oh yeah. Bro, do we even need to skip this? Because this is probably gonna be over very fast. There's a collector to get Beast Boy a bit of a chance to keep the puppets. Keep the combo, excuse me. But yeah, that's gonna be Puppet Beast Boy with 2 max passive stat artifacts. Like, what are we really expecting here? Other than a clean one-shot? Yeah, bro, like honestly, I'm kind of skipping this. But we know how this is gonna go. Yeah, 40 mil per second with a kept combo. And one-shot in 1 minute, actually. That was nice. Oh, Dark Metal cards here? Oh, it's gonna be probably Batman the Drowns. And he's usually... Oh, yes! Yeah, I also like doing this. This doesn't really work against the high tier bosses because they're gonna break through your shields. But you can actually use God Killer or Kamidogu Dagger Batman the Drowned. I'm low-key kinda mad he didn't use Kamidogu Dagger here, because that's more damage than Dark Metal cards usually. Maybe it's a crit resistant boss, who knows. But yeah, if you have enough health to the point where you have a beefy shield from Silver Green Lantern, you can definitely use it with Batman the Drowned, so that you don't need to combo interrupt actually. And that would not have been needed if he fought the fights that could have been combo interrupted in the first place. But yeah, nobody's combo interrupting boss Supergirl, so that's definitely understandable. Yeah, that shield is coming in nicely. And he's just gonna combo interrupt with Batman Drown until the end. Let's skip this one a bit too. Oh, the shield is actually gonna last all the way until the end. That's real nice. Or is it? Yeah, would have been quite inconvenient if you need to activate again. Could have done it, 1 minute and 20 seconds left, would have had no problem doing it, but would have been inconvenience. Okay, so this is Predator Batman. Oh, with League of Anarchy. Yeah, I actually want to see that. Like, we all know how this is gonna go. You could probably one-shot this with Dark Metal cards, Harley with 2 maxed out passive stat artifacts easily. But that incoming damage is gonna be real nice here. Please don't one-shot it until full stacks. He's probably gonna one-shot until getting full stacks. I wanted to see how devastating this is on full stacks. Also, that's class ascended Predator Batman is power generating nicely. Yeah, that's over. That is absolutely devastating. You didn't need to do this, man. You really didn't need to do this one. You could have just put a second Trigon staff on that Predator Batman and you would have been fine. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, Puppet's Banshee. Oh, can Puppet's Banshee with maxed plus Raven with maxed out passive stats one shots? Oh, that's nice. I'm gonna probably do this myself then. I was not expecting this one. There's gonna be Martian Manhunter, so negative X have longer duration, which is nice. Yeah, I'm really eager to see what damages he's gonna get out of this one. Because this was definitely not the fight I was expecting. Okay, he's got infinite power. Gonna try to keep it. To see if he uses a special one, a third special, now it's all gonna be gone. Reset Darkness there, and now he's probably gonna switch into spamming third special. 83 mil, oh boy. Oh, look at those non-crits. Yeah, an average of 45 towards 100 mil per third special is a pretty decent amount. A pretty reasonable amount. There's also lower values, depends on how many disables you have. Because you might have all 3 disables, because the puppet effect triggers, you might have only 2 of them. Or you might have only 1 of them, or you might have none of them, depending on luck. But yes, bro, I gotta try this. I gotta try Puppets Revenge myself with Raven. I did play it in the past, but I was not expecting that with full passives that you're actually gonna be able to murder people this badly. Oh boy, look at that 100 mil, that's nice. Bro, I wonder how much this is probably the highest damage you're ever gonna see from specials being done in a fight, generally speaking. I'm actually wondering how high that 100 mil would be if it actually had 40 hits combo. And yeah, this is great. The Revenge fight is great. Definitely gonna try this one myself. I love this one. But yeah, come to think of it, I never really tested this myself with max passive stats. I don't think I did, at least. Especially from Raven, so you get some disables from that. Though it's probably the closest one we had this whole video. So it gets the job done. And yeah, that's gonna be the last fight. And that is 15 one-shots without repeating any characters. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to check out Devo. I'll put a link to his channel, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye!